Thank you, Discord, for having streamer mode be dumb. Thank you, Discord, for having. Oh God, why is that leaping? Dumb. No. No, you stop that right now, whatever you're doing. Ah. I got almost all of the audio nonsense out of the way. All but one. That's just the way it is, though. There's always the one you miss. Ugh. Anyway, hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. So, last week, we fought Tsukuyomi and have put an end to that tragic story. Is everything going on? Yeah, that all looks good. Everything's Gucci. The Gooch. Alright. So, today, we're going to wrap all that up. And then, we're going to go out into the desert. Which is why I played the desert music from Nier Automata. Besides the fact that that may be one of my favorite songs in the entire soundtrack. I could listen to that song all day if people would let me. No one's stopping me from doing it. I just complain about it as if people were. Anyway. So, the prisoner exchange went through. Because Maxima is a badass. And he's just like, nah, we had something working. And we are back to things being okay. And we realize that Empire bad. Again, we always realize Empire bad. Oh yes, also Gosetsu is now a pilgrim and is going to walk the earth. Walk the earth? That sounds like a bum. Nobody calls Samuel L. Jackson a bum and lives. That's what you learned from Pulp Fiction. Anyway, let's wrap this bee up and get to the sand. All right, Gosetsu, fair journey to you, my friend. Pretend that I just like this wasn't a week passing. Bittersweet occasion, but there is yet ample cause to be grateful. Pray join us in the Kien Khan. We to go in the house. That make our summer Latin. Said, oh, that's not a big deal. We've been in here before. Oh man, killing Vothri. We're not even in Shadowbringers yet. Anything funny? All out of the way, Doma should be able to look forward to a period of relative calm. As for us, well, we have an intriguing story to tell everyone back at the Rising Stones. Still going back to the Rising Stones? Yeah, I guess. I suppose once all the Crystal Brave stuff got sorted and we were sort of done with Heaven's Word, that we're just like, yeah, might as well go back. We've just been out and about this whole time. I guess, yeah, we did leave. It doesn't help that Tataru basically moved into Kugane so he can get filthy rich. So it's just like you go back to the Rising Stones, you're like, who's here? Oh, Hori Boulder's there. Who else do you need? Never mind. We're fine. Hori Boulder's there, guys. Lord Heian trained under Gosetsu from the day he was old enough to hold a sword. Though he smiled through all the farewells, none will feel his absence more keenly. Isn't that right, Heian? Brothers and sisters are returned to us, and the dream of Doma's restoration is that much closer to being realized. It is a day that will live long in memory, and one that will never have dawned that the courageous actions of the Scions. Ha ha, Heian! Cheeky Heian as always. On behalf of Doma and her people, we give you our deepest thanks. We get a bow. We get a bow. 2 bows. Yugiri? Well, that's fine. Yugiri can bow, I guess. Heian bows. You kind of have to. Lest you think me complacent, I assure you, I've not forgotten the dark cloud on the horizon. That Zenos lives as a source of grave concern, mayhap the gravest, yet there is little to be done but to wait for Alphinaud to send word. Till then, I plan to devote myself for fulfilling the promise I made to Gosetsu by building a nation in which none need live in fear. I confess I miss him already, but the thought that he has at last found peace goes some way to softening the blow. I wonder, did you ever stop to ask yourself why he showed Yotsuyu such kindness? I believe the answer lies in past tragedy, specifically the death of his wife and daughter during the invasion. Though he hid it well, they were never far from his thoughts, and in Yotsuyu's childlike mien, I believe he saw not a fallen tyrant, but the little girl who was lost to him. So sad. With the loss of his family, Gosetsu devoted himself wholly to the service of his country. He suffered any hardship, strove beyond the limits of endurance without hesitation or complaint. Though Tsuyu can never truly replace his daughter, I had hoped that with her at his side, he might live out the remainder of his days in relative contentment. That went and became a primal. But that the kami had been so minded, even now I labored to discern any meaning in Yotsuyu's fate. To deliver her from certain death with no memory of her sins, only to leave her at the mercy of her stepbrother. Can that truly have been their will? That I cannot tell you. The will of the kami is not for us to know. What I do know is that for a brief moment, a girl known as Tsuyu lived among us. And that she brought with her a whisper of respite for a grieving heart. Warrior Light's fine with this. She may have zoned out halfway through it. Any nuggets? Da-da-da-da-da. Yes, yes, yes. However far his pilgrimage may take him, we have not seen the last of Gosetsu. Of that I am certain. Yugiri read the script. It's fine. Yugiri could do whatever the hell she wants. Ah, right. We have to go confirm. Right, we're gonna do this. And then... Are we actually gonna make it to Gaius today? I thought we would. It's early yet. We've got 2 hours. Plenty of time to wipe to the final boss of the burn. Anyway, I think they sort of semi-nerfed it when it went to duty support. But well, I am absolutely, amazingly way ahead of myself. Anyway, let's go. Before we head back to Rising Stones, let's call in at Ralger's Reach. Before we should be the ones to tell Lise about Zenos after everything we went through together. We owe her that. Interesting. Sure, why not? Ralger's Reach. Running low on tickets. When I'm out of Aether tickets, I'm just gonna be out. It's just gonna be. Where you at? She's at the main table. Ah, so the little ferret. Somebody ran. Elskier. No, Alphinaud. Good to see you. As for my headstrong brother, he's off and will almost certainly turn out to be a once-in-a-lifetime trip to Garlemald. Or a... Well... We'll come back to that statement later. Well, it's a long story, but we have evidence that Zenos might still be alive. What? What? Zenos alive? We all saw him dying. What is this madness? Anyway. Better be a joke. It's not a joke. Spoilers. Look, I know what I saw, right? We all saw it. You hear saying he's alive and well and living the high life back in Garlemald. I know how ludicrous this sounds. I'm still having difficulty believing it myself. But while I might doubt the word of an imperial envoy, I'm inclined to trust Viola. She saw the crown prince through the echo in a meeting that could only have taken place in the recent past. It was that son of a bee. Angie. Was him. That is the more accurate thing to say, is that I saw Zenos in the echo rather than Zenos is alive. A kind of really convincing imposter. Zenos is dead. A great big hole in his neck. We buried him. I mean, someone went through the trouble of desecrating the bastard's grave, remember? All's gilded halls. Whatever are you talking about? It's Mancrid. Not quite Dadcrid yet. Alphinaud had me lending a hand at the sultry, keeping an eye on the rebuilding work and so on, just until operations are up and running. And now that they are, I thought I might look in on you before wending my weary way back to headquarters. Everybody's going back to the Rising Stones. They're all just going to show up at once. Is there some suggestion the late Crown Prince could have gotten better? If so, might I suggest a quick look inside his coffin as our first order of business? Ugh, as much as I hate the man, it doesn't feel right defiling his grave, but if it will put this rumor to rest, I suppose we have to. And when there are no curious eyes about, if we can manage it. Zenos is buried up at Bloodhow in the Locks. His grave was set apart from the others and left unmarked so as to not upset the locals. Should be too hard to find. It's an unmarked grave. Oh, it's set apart from the others. Never mind. Anyway, she knows where it is. Can only imagine whoever was burying him gave him a few shovel whacks to the face before putting him in the ground. What? Anyway. Da da da. Company issue chocobo today, very nice. And we fly. Now I've got the good sight here. Have I been everywhere on this map? No. And I'm not gonna today. Scraps of XP here. Yeah. Not 0. I suppose. Over there. Do we go over? I don't know. We actually don't actually go over here for anything. It's just pretty scenery. There's a few places like this in the locks. That it's just like, I feel like this was supposed to be something, and then nothing. Excuse me, nothing came of it. Like this whole thing here, 20k. That's tiddlywinks when you're dealing with 4 million experience. There's just minotaurs hanging out. Sure, there's lore. I mean, this is all ruins and stuff, but I know we come here for Red Mage at some point, but it's a similar. We're like down here somewhere. I'm pointing at the screen as if you all could see me. Everybody get a shovel. All right. Okay. We have two chipper people here. Lonely spot for Zenos, didn't they? My money is on writhing snakes, possibly spiders. Let's prize it open and see what comes out. Ah, thank grid. Better be in there. Someone scrawled all over the stone a while ago, but I had it scrubbed off and thought no more about it. So no one thought to check the coffin was still occupied. Well then, we are presented with one course of action. And we had best be sure we are not observed in the doing of it. Shall we begin?
Oh dear. We seem to be missing a corpse.
Da da da!
Well, it must be somewhere. I only hope it isn't walking around.
Meanwhile, that weirdo. No corpse, and are we to conclude the rumors are true? Not necessarily. We might still be dealing with a doppelganger of some kind. An agent could have been sent to dispose of the body in a bid to lend credence to the tale of Zenos' resurrection. More and more, however, I find myself siding with Alphinaud's theory of Asian possession. Speaking from experience, I could tell you they have no qualms about taking a living host, let alone a dead one. Saying an Ascian is walking around in Zenos' body seems a distinct possibility. Once I have put this grave back the way we found it, I shall pay a visit to the people responsible for interring the Crown Prince. Before leaping to any conclusions, I want to know for sure if a body was ever buried here and how certain we are that Zenos was properly dead. He wasn't. That was some trick. He's as good as cut his own head off. Anyway, Robot needs to hear about this. If you find anything else, send word to me at Rauger's Reach. I don't know why I'm surprised. With matters settling down in Doma, we were due another crisis. Should we make for the Rising Stones? This past time we shared these developments with the Otters. Ooh, it's a fierce nod. Off to Mordona, then. Oh, how nice of them. It's Hoary Boulder! Ah, nice. Another mission fraught with danger, yet here I am still. A quiet moment such as this, spent in carefree conversation with comrades I have grown to cherish most. Absolute badass. I will hear nothing to the contrary. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Ah, okay. What? I know I need to give a Silter my undivided attention, but these waves of brotherly love make my mind drift to naughty places. Excuse me? My. I went mining for copper and found gold. Okay, now I gotta talk to the rest of them. Hey, how you doing? Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Everybody's talking about how cool Alphinaud is. we just got here. Everybody already knows. Mm-hmm. Ah, yes. I was waiting for you to arrive. I spoke with Urianzi over Link Pearl. I gave him a full report. Estola's on her way and should be here any cutscene. Good to see you safe and well. What news have you from the east? More just didn't expect to stumble upon it. Disturbing developments indeed. Given all that we know, I too would conclude that an Ascian now inhabits Zenos' body. Doppelganger might fool the Crown Princess subordinates, but Viola, nay, Alphinaud has the right of it. With that, his wisdom extended to the question of his own safety. Capable though he has become, he ventures alone into the enemy's stronghold in the shadowy web of the Paragons, like as not. Howdy. Comes making rash decisions I'm hardly in a position to criticize. But I wish there was something I could do for him besides pray. Meanwhile, we must still be the tail end of 6443. He's the only person in the universe who can wear that hat and pull it off. Anybody else, I would just make fun of him. We cannot suffer icons to exist. Well, they're not clear on this point. More than clear. The icon in question was summarily dispatched by the Warrior of Light. The summoner is dead and the right beyond repeating. Everything is proceeding according to plan. Every party behaving exactly as required. What about plans all of a sudden, Zenos? Oh, Yengi. My methods may seem extreme, but there is no cause for concern. I work only to ensure the salvation of this star. Of course, by this point, they've already planted the idea of there being an Ascian in there, and they're like, well, Now we've confirmed it. Speaking of Zenos. He snuck into a dungeon! What are you doing fiddling with that thing? Asked you a question, soldier. Oh, he's about to die. Have you lost your mind? Goodbye, Rugadin soldier. I've lost many things, but my mind is yet my own. Katana-wielding soldier. There upon the stage I stood, prepared to take my final blow, only to find that the finale was but an intermission. Shall I use this chance to repent for my sins? Embrace goodness and mediocrity? Nay, I think not. While the one I yearn to face yet lives, the hunt must go on. Oh, it's Scotty. How you doing? Ah, the Nerd Dragon's here. All right, so they were leaning into it fairly early on. When you're trying to think back on these things, when you already know the answers, you sort of like, how early did we know? I mean, before, like, yeah, the very first scene, it was just a dude being weird and sketchy. You're just like, maybe he had something to do with the unburial. It was some sort of a spy. But you see that scene, you're just like, ah, you're up to some crap, aren't you? What is our title? Under the Moonlight. Actually, that's quite appropriate for Viola. All right, we're changing it. Oh, damn it. That one. Oh no, all my gear. No. My durability is not 100%. Look away. Look away. There it is. No, that one. I have to save it and autosave. Well, last week we did the last 2 weeks actually. Yeah, to be fair, there was still a lot of unanswered questions at this point specifically. But if you were somebody who was suspecting that Zenos was an Asian and not Zenos, then you see this. So the big question is, in how did hell did this person pop out? Insert once again my complaint about bringing people that you've dramatically killed back to life, because when you kill them the second time, it doesn't nearly work as well. With a couple of exceptions, we'll get to in Endwalker. Oh boy, and I'm depending how well this stream goes, I get to complain about one more person brought back to life who should have been stayed dead. This is my pet peeve, guys. You're gonna have to deal with me. Da 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 da. Yes, Zenos was too Chad for death. Yeah, yeah. Ultimately, every single person that they put in the ground and then dig back up because they realized that they weren't done with the character yet, like, it ends up working. It's 100% success rate. And it's just a matter of every time they do that, they cheapen the act for the people that they don't do it for. Oh, I've bitched about this endlessly already. I'm done. I gotta go. Or I'll just be complaining about killing people and bringing them back to life. I blame you, Yu Hakusho. I'm going to put that out there. Anyway. It's been an eventful few days, hasn't it? But I suppose all we could do now is wait for word from Alphinaud. We may actually... This may be our first out-of-body experience I'm curious how this is going to go with a controller. You only get like a handful of buttons. So I don't think that playing as somebody else is going to be that big of a deal. We'll find out together. All right. I don't recall the last time I had nothing pressing to get on with. We should probably make the most of it. Shall I put on some tea? Tea would be lovely. You may regale me with the tale of your adventures in the Far East and of your encounter with this new primal especially. I'll put the kettle on. There's the table. Actually, this specific table, we keep going back to this one. Huh. Ah, several cutscenes will play in sequence. So, starting now, several cutscenes will play in sequence become shorthand for there's going to be a playable thing that happens during the cutscenes. Up until now, several cutscenes playing in sequence was a movie. Or like an episode of a TV show. Now it begins. I've put aside sufficient time, chat, don't worry. This Tsukiyomi was summoned in much the same manner as Susano, via the medium of a sacred relic. They believe, that's right, they believe their gods or kami reside in physical objects. Given the danger they represent, it may behoove us to begin a catalog of such relics, but if we are to contain the threat, we will require a better understanding of its summoning method itself. I will also pay a visit to Doma and learn what I can on the subject. This time on Dragon Ball Z. All right, it still has to go to it still has to go to Doma for exactly one purpose. I would also research summoning, sure. A fine idea, and I know for a fact that our friends from Doma would be grateful for any information which could help prevent further summoning in the region. And yeah, we'll be going there for the burn later, but that's later. It's Mancred. Come sit down with us. Let us drink in your roguish demeanor while we still can. Very awkward if Urianger shows up now because there's not a fifth chair, but we'll get to that. After you left, I went about questioning Bloodhoe's gravekeepers. They all told much the same story. One least in the officers who confirmed Zenos dead. His corpse was interred under strict supervision. There seems little reason to doubt their testimony on that point, but when I mentioned the defacement of Zenos' grave, accounts grew rather more vague. None reported having seen any suspicious persons in the vicinity, and all assumed the act to have been perpetrated by a vengeful Alamegan. Crucially, however, I was able to confirm that when the offending scroll was removed, as per Lisa's instruction, no one involved thought to check the contents of the coffin. By that stage, 'tis like that the corpse was already missing. Assuming Zenos has not, in fact, risen from the dead, we are left with two possibilities. Either the body was disposed of to lend credence to the claim of an extremely committed imposter, or an Ascian has taken up residence within it. Grumpy. If Asahi was as fervent of a devotee as you believe, he would not have been fooled by an impersonation, however committed. Or conversely, you could have been a complete doddering fool and Asahi's a dumbass. But let's not contradict Stola on this. She's building up momentum. We must assume that we are dealing with an Ascian and proceed accordingly. Agreed. The question is, how many more such monsters are waiting for Alphinaud and Garlemald? Their presence was his chief reason for going. He understood the risks. I only hope he did not underestimate the extent of the infestation. Infestation is one. Well, one greater. But I'm also getting ahead of myself. Did you miss Dad's return from the milk store? Which Gosetsu is this? We did Gosetsu stuff. Well, in a way, he did revive via the Echo. It just... what the Sahagin did was something very specific. And also something very... never talked about again afterwards. Also, Zenos having an artificial Echo, I don't know to what extent that matters. That's sort of a very vague thing. Anyway, yes. Yeah, we were just discussing about we had looked at the grave that confirmed that Zenos' body is no longer there, which also had to do with the fact that Zenos himself was reportedly walking around in Garlemald very not dead, despite the fact that he slit his own throat. I'm gonna bitch again about why you shouldn't do this in stories, but anyway, it's Maxima. I should shut up. Men are talking. Master Alphinaud, we are making good speed towards our destination. Is naught amiss? I can see naught from my cabin and was curious to know the land over which we flew. I'm afraid our military craft are built with little thought for such niceties. I am happy to indulge your curiosity, however. We are presently passing over the Burn on the western edge of Othard. Even with the benefit of a porthole, your gaze would have been greeted with naught but malms upon malms of lifeless earth. I've read something of the Burn. It was described as desolate wasteland, bled dry of every last drop of ether. Little preview of the empty. I believe that a succession of icon summonings was responsible. When Emperor Solus first came to Othard and beheld this blight, he is said to have reeled at the scale of the devastation. It was his intention, but nothing about that now. He declared icons a threat to our very star's existence and issued an empire-wide decree ordering the eradication of all such entities. Bonk. Under attack, Magitech armor. No visible designation. Magitech? Return fire, damage report. Everybody's doing the Star Trek, staring intently at monitors. Main reactor's been hit. Helm unresponsive. We're going down. Damn it, they knew exactly where to hit us. All hands brace for impact. Bonk. It's Maxima! Good to have you back, Master Alphinaud. We've landed in one piece, more or less. But the air filtration system is damaged and the ship is filling with smoke. We must gather the survivors and get out here while we still can. Sitting up in the chair. Actually, I don't need to. This is a duty. There it is. The coming battle you will fight as Alphinaud. Actually, Alphinaud, might I ask you to search for survivors? I will see to our injured helmsman. So we have Fake Limit Break, Ruin 3, Physic, and Try Shackle. Alright, and that's what we get. And we also have Sort Pet Hotbar. We're not going to deal with that. Look at me, I'm a little prick. Oh no, his leg's caught. Destroy the airship wreckage. Oh, Ruin 3. You get through with Ruin 3. Physic. Why would you use? Done it. Technically, he's a scholar or an academician. Hostile commander. Hostile stranger. Prince wants none left alive. The prince? Not come to parley if you're ready your weapon. Bonk. Bonk. What's the gain on this? Oh, yeah, we're using Ruin 3. That one. No. Oh. Come on, there it is. Oh. Fine. hitting the wrong button. I want... Come on, come on. That one. Thank you. Alright, now we're fine. Alright. Just had to stay in a circle. Back at the sheets, even get ley lines? What the hell? Tell us the secret of the carbuncle. And he becomes a sage and no one will tell anybody. Buddha, 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 Buddha. Proper combat roll. The child. Not like this. Cutscene bullets. So powerful. It's him! Ooh, in the Emperor's name. Enemies of our enemies. Introductions can wait. You're a calm in a crisis, Master Alphinaud. Let us finish this then. I think he's done this before. Get these punks. Keep doing that. It's a menacing mercenary, a storied mage. Where's the lancer? Hang on. Oh, there it is. Storied lancer. Oh, I gotta stand in the circle. Stand in the circle. Oh, look, he's doing the X's! He's so cool! You possibly target something. Come on. Thank you. Alphinaud, what's your targeting? Womp him. Womp him. Hostile sky armor. Well, you're not cool. A child's trick. Working on these sky armors. Come on. Come on. Rune 3, baby. Rune 3. I don't know, Scotty. It might be a cobweb of lies if you get into it. God, why are we just not targeting whatever's in front of me? Man, this is annoying. I think it's cause technically you're using the pet hotbar. There's some weird indirect stuff going on. I have to keep this in mind for later. Oh. Boom. Oh, he's such a badass. Who is this mysterious man? Thank you, Alphinaud. Thanks. Your intervention proved most timely. Pan the camera down for the child. Well, well, I did not think to meet an Eorzean in this place, let alone a scion. You know of me, sir? I have some small history with your order. And I would speak of the present. Know you your assailants and the severity of your predicament. Soldiers bore the insignia of the Emperor's personal guard. And I could venture a guess as to their motive. Oh, his stuff's on his belt now. Just noticed that. But you yet have us at a disadvantage, sir. Will you not tell us who you are? Our names are not yours for the asking. As for our purpose, let this be your answer. Ta-da! An Asian mask. The face of our prey. We must away before more arrive. Come with us or stay, but make your choice now. Even should we manage a long trek out of the burn and secure passes to the capital, we would no doubt be greeted by the Emperor's guard. Accept your gracious offer, Shadowhunter will suffice for the present. Is he being cool? What's that last mask? Da-da. I didn't pick up on that the first time around. I was just like, oh, it's just a bunch of masks. It's a big deal. We got it. But it's a different mask. What? Oh, Elise woke up. Intolerable. But much as I wish it were otherwise, there is nothing we could do for Alphinaud now but pray for his success. Well, that is not entirely true. While your brother journeys to Garlemald from the east, I could make my way there from Alamigo and find out what there is to be learned in the Empire's western provinces. I'm coming with you. I can't very well sit here sipping tea if there's action to be taken. Forgive me, Alice, but the provinces are hostile territory and stealth is all important. It is safer that I go alone. I can sneak well enough when the situation demands it. Don't patronize me. We should leave this to Thancred. I'll go with him. Somehow even less stealthy. I suppose if you're a ninja, maybe you can get away with it. No, we're leaving this to Thancred. Let him do his thing. He likes hanging around in the shadows. Not you too. I understand your frustration, Alice, but Viola has the right of it. We must defer to Thancred's expertise in the matter. Gotta get all the ninjaing out of his system before he becomes a tank. Or, I guess, rogue. Technically, he doesn't do mudras. Chakras. He doesn't cast Raiton. Or Death Frog Medium or any of that. Give me something. Well, I'd best put on my skulking boots. There'll be no room for mistakes once I've crossed the border from Alamigo. Don't wear your clown shoes. Mistake number one. Alice and her brother bicker as all siblings do, but she worries for him nonetheless. It would be a kindness if you were to visit from time to time and distract her from her cares. Seems that praying is to be the extent of my contribution after all, but I will stay behind as I have been bid. We all have our talents. Mine just happened to involve a silver tongue and soft souls. I promise to send word the moment I learned aught of consequence. Since you notify me too, I mean to depart for Doma as soon as I find a suitable East Eldonard vessel to bear me thither. Thither? thither. I shall return if I am needed. Be sure to drop in whenever you're next in the area. With any luck, I'll have painfully detailed report from Alphinaud to share. Thither. Now ponder things. Ah, here it comes. If you've come hoping for news, I'm afraid there isn't any. Everything is exactly as it was. Ashtola is still investigating primals in the Far East. Thancred is still gathering intelligence in the Imperial provinces, and Alphinaud is still out there somewhere. There's been no word since his first scheduled report, nor does he respond to calls. And all the while, I'm just to sit around here waiting. It's driving me mad. Begging your pardons, I bear a message from the Elorsian Alliance. Oh, they sent out a... Look at it. Let's get it. We have a visitor. Welcome to the Rising Stones. If you have a message, I would be most eager to hear it. The Alliance leadership will soon convene to discuss the matter of Ascian interference, and very humbly request the presence of us. Having assessed intelligence provided by the Alamegan resistance concerning the whereabouts of Zenos' remains, they too suspect Ascian involvement and wish to deliberate a suitable course of action. As the foremost authorities on our foe, your orders counsel will be most. Blah, blah, blah. Everyone else will feel I say this one falls to us, by which I mean I'm not going on my own. You'll come with me, I trust. I'd rather not. If you would rather not, how do you think I feel? Despite I despise formal occasions, as you well know. In the absence of Alphinaud and the others, we'll just have to grin and bear it, won't we? Asshole warrior of light coming in. Fine. Thank you. The time and date of the meeting will be shared in due course, but I can confirm that the council will take place in Alamigo. By your leave. No doubt we'll have anything useful to offer, but standing mutely at a meeting would still be better than the nothing I've been doing as of late. Let's get ready to depart. Thancred, what's going on, man? Right, just be careful on the road back, you hear. Did I hear right? Is Thancred coming back? They said he's acquired some important intelligence. Being in Guardian territory, though, he couldn't risk sharing the particulars in case the Imperials were listening in. So he said he'd head back as quick as he could, and to make sure someone was waiting for him in the Alamegan quarter. Oh, we're going. Bound for Alamigo anyway, and there's sure to be time before the council begins. Off we go. Are they going to bring us to Alamigo, or do we got to teleport? God, I can't stop yawning today. It's one of those days that you're just like done with the day, and it's like it's a mid-afternoon. You're just like, can I just be done? Can we just push the clock forward about 6 hours? No, I got to do the rest of this day. All right. Oh wait, now I need to go to Alamegan quarter. Sky is my company, Chocobo. And then back down to the ground because we want to be over here. Just napping in the street. H is this person? Hang on. Why am I not? No, I want a pin. Map. Map. Love my net deciding no stream for you. Oh man, it sucks. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, there it is. Why wasn't that doing before? Yeah, whatever. Found him. Snapping. No doubting your talent for espionage. The journey is long and the border is heavily guarded. You did well to make it back in one piece. You two are a sight for sore eyes. Now all I need is water for my parched throat. Fetch me a cup, will you? Traipsing through Imperial territory is thirsty work.
God, I needed that.
I won't bother telling you to catch your breath. Whatever brought you galloping back to us, I assume it's urgent.
The if you look at a map, Alamigo is on the border of Garlemald. Proper. Well, actually, if you look at a map, it's just a big swirling, ominous cloud above Garlemald. But it's implied that he traveled to Alamigo, traveled through Alamigo, then traveled into Garlemald, and then did the same thing in reverse. Came back here.
Quite. Without further ado, then. After the successful uprisings in Doma and Alamigo, rebels in several other provinces were inspired to follow suit. Unfortunately, they did not fare quite so well. The Dalmascans paid the heaviest price. For their defiance, the Emperor made a show of razing their capital to the ground, prompting many of their neighbors to abandon thoughts of
Dalmascan,
resistance.
no!
But not all have given up on liberty. Heartened by the news of Doma's prisoner exchange, some still believe that the Empire may one day be amenable to negotiation. We have the shinobi to thank for spreading the good word. They have worked tirelessly to keep the subjugated informed, and a little knowledge can go a long way.
There is at least a spark of hope, then.
A spark in want of kindling, yes. The Alliance has already begun supplying materiel to resistance movements abroad, many of whom would otherwise struggle to continue the fight. The support effort has been led by the Sultana and the Elder Seedseer, who have both seen enough Alamigan refugees to know the consequences of oppression. And for their troubles, they have quickly earned a reputation as folk heroes in certain corners of the Empire. That is all for the provinces. As for the Garlean motherland itself, our friends the Populares have suffered something of a setback, I regret to say. Talk is rife that Doma has summoned a primal, and the Empire's more liberal voices are being drowned out in the fearful clamor for retribution.
And who do they think orchestrated this summoning?
Oh, any but those truly responsible. Zenos has seen to that. Speaking of whom, the Crown Prince is recovering remarkably well. Well enough, in fact, to enable him to personally tour the provinces, putting the fear of the Emperor into the hearts of any would-be dissidents.
He walks in plain sight, and none suspect him. Then it's as we feared.
Yes. An Ascian wears his skin.
Oh, Warrior of Light doesn't like
But
that.
it was not that which brought me here in such haste. During my time in the provinces, I learned many things. Yet at no point did I hear any report of a Doman emissary in the capital.
But Alphinaud should have arrived by now. Could they be holding in there in secret?
The possibility did cross my mind, but I have reason to believe he never reached his destination. As you know, Scions assigned to covert operations, such as Viola and myself, are issued special link pearls for communication in the event of an emergency. I mention this because it was originally Alphinaud's task to coordinate the response at headquarters, meaning he has one. And whose voice should I hear when mine recently crackled to life?
You spoke with Alphinaud?
Spoke with? No. I but heard his voice, and none too clearly at that. 2 words were all I could make out. The burn.
The wasteland on the edge of Otherd. Something must have happened to them there. There's no time to waste. We must make for the burn at once.
At once.
I had a feeling you might say that.
And? I can't very well sit around here drinking tea if Alphinaud's in trouble. You said yourself that this link pill was only to be used in emergencies. So I'm going, and that's the end of it.
I'm standing up too. And we're all just standing in a circle.
Oh, far be it from me to change your minds.
Bunch of jackasses. Oh, Banker's back to it. Although though I am to neglect making preparations for the council, we must act swiftly before Alphinaud's trail goes cold. I propose we first pay Ian a visit. He's sure to want to hear about these developments, and he may well be able to advise us on how best to reach the burn. Sound plan. Istola's in Doma, is she not? I dare say she'd join you in the search if you asked her nicely. Well, you see to that, I shall go report my findings to the Alliance. You may leave any preparations for the council to me. The handoff is complete. Thank you, Thancred. Right, to Doma then. We have much and more to share with Istola. Much I would like to visit Doma. It will have to wait. 12 speed you on your way. Oh, and give my regards to Istola. We're in the Doman Enclave today. Oh. Well, it made the teleportation costs not too bad. Probably knocked about 500 gil off of it. One weird trick. Yeah, just $1. Curious indeed. While other matters demand my attention at present, I shall bear what you have told me in mind. Should you notice any change, do not hesitate to seek me out. Thank you, NPC. Well, well. 2 faces from the dim and distant past. Come now, it hasn't been that long. Who was that you were speaking with? Hello, Snooty. My chat. Nope, chat's fine. Just had a weird scroll thing going on. Anyway, a local miner who supplies crystals to the rebuilding effort. Of late, he claims to have struggled to find a crystal with so much as a trace of elemental energy. On learning that I had some knowledge of aether, he came seeking my counsel. Just now, he brought me one of his recent finds. It was precisely as he described, devoid of elemental energy and eerily reminiscent of the de-aspected crystals that manifested in Eorzea in the days prior to the calamity. It would be wise to investigate this phenomenon more closely. Indeed, but on a more positive note, the locals seem to have taken a liking to you. More an interest in than a liking to, I think. The sight of a Mikote with a peculiar contraption upon her head has certain novelty value in these parts. Any actual regard they may have for me, I owe wholly to you and the others who came before. Everyone here has been exceedingly cooperative, and I'm pleased to report I have all but concluded my investigation. Simply put, by focusing one's will upon an ether-infused object of worship, it is possible to conduct a summoning. So the fact that they are objects of worship is the key. They are themselves suffused with the requisite belief. Correct. Such sacred relics as the Kojin collect obviate the need for religious fervor in the summoner, Yotsu being the most obvious example. She had but to associate the artifact given to her by Asahi with the divine, and it served to amplify her desires and give them form. getting that mechanics lore going on. A form nourished through the power of crystals, also provided by her brother, and thus was Tsukuyomi brought into being. Which brings me to the question of preventative measures, to which I have yet to find a satisfactory answer. At present, I know naught of what will avail us, save to keep watch over the movement of relics and crystals, and it's if we did not have enough to keep watch over already. Yeah, this is the beginning of discussions about the ambient ether of the world starting to diminish. And this is a plot thread that runs through for a while until it gets tugged on. And so basically we're just laying groundwork for stuff we're going to worry about later. But I doubt you've come all this way to hear what may be perused in a report. Has something happened to Alphinaud? Stoic nod. Regular nod. Now we're talking. I do love my pan up to fade to black, pan down while pan. Oh wow, that was a straight cut to Istola. Istola has no time for panning down. Istola's just like, get that camera down here immediately. I've got shit to do. We should all be like Istola, just direct and to the point and complete badass. Maybe I won't be able to be a complete badass, but you just gotta believe in your heart. Anyway, thank you, Istola. I'll be glad of your help. Now, if there's nothing else, I should go on ahead and request an audience with Lord Hyen. At least he puts on a brave face, but she has little talent for concealment. We should join her at the Kian Con. I'm gonna request an audience with Hakuro. We have to say these days. Archer of the General, the defense of Doma rests in my hands. Because Gosetsu's not here anymore. Ah. Ha, glad I am. I not need turn to my brother for reinforcements. So, his brother is Korubaru, the little one. So that's actually a joke that you would completely miss if you didn't do the side quests. Bless that tiny dog. And bless that big dog. Both dogs, bless. Or wolves, I guess. Anyway. It's never allowed Master Alphinaud to leave without an escort, but it avails us not to dwell on the past. Report can wait. Oh, Kian's been apprised. Greetings, my friend. Alice has explained all to me. Needless to say, you shall have our full cooperation in the search, even if Alphinaud's trail does lead to the burn of all places. Money. Oh, there it is. Feel the burn! The region known as the Burn occupies a special place in Garlean history. Every child in the Empire is familiar with the tale. In the distance past, it was a verdant and land teeming with life, but successive summonings saw it bled dry of ether and reduced to a desert. It was upon beholding the devastation that Primals had wrought that Emperor Solus was spurred to embark upon his crusade against their kind. The burn offers a glimpse of the future we seek to prevent. Know you of any reason why Alphinaud may have gone there? Aye, mischance. Though it lies on the route to Garlemald, is no place to make a stop. My guess is that they encountered some manner of trouble there. In any event, I am of the same mind as Alice. We have no choice but to take our search to the burn. Given the considerable distances involved, 'tis best we went by bird. It's yo time. Oh, or falcons, for people who are not of the steppe. House of the Fierce, there's an overlook. Please join us there. Ah, yes, we are flying to the dungeon. Near the House of the Fierce. I'm Midgard's armor. There's a dungeon to run. Excuse me, what? This isn't fair. Who did this? Shoo. Go away. I'm trying to talk. Can't talk now. Get out of here. Go. Go. Over there. Getting ready to run. Oh no, he's naked. Have you ever been beaten to death by a naked elephant man? That might happen live on Twitch.television. Keep my eye on you, God Jasura. Having named an emissary of Doma, Lord Hien considered himself personally responsible for. Oh fuck! Ah! Stop it! Stop it! There's NPCs over here. Son of a bitch. Get out! Get! Oh my god. Fine. Hope nobody has anything interesting to say. Everyone here is here and possessed of a bird. Let us away. Remember, our destination is a barren wasteland. There's no civilization to speak of for 100 miles in all directions. Take care you do not lose your way. Bonk. Quick. Need to bear with such a steed to bear me to and fro. I can perform my field work in a fraction of the time. Mayhap I shall try my hand at this Barden's nettle. Alright, what were you saying? Having named him emissary, I don't know what I could say which sway him from joining the search. Alright. Yugiri is explaining why Hien is personally here. So these marks, when they have the red icon like that, they will actually aggro you on sight. It's the B rankers are the ones with the blue markers on the left. Those are the ones you could just thumb your nose at them. All right. Yep. Hien is the tank. Stola has not. Well, even after she embraces her Matoya energy, she you can still heal with her in certain dungeons, which I think is a fun little touch. All right. Anyway, let's go. I do enjoy this dungeon. There was something in this dungeon I had to farm for. Might have been the card. Might have been. It was also the frost breath ability.
Make ready, friends. We are come to the burn.
I also do like this environment. I took a few pretty screenshots here in my day.
Everyone, land where you can. We must wait out the storm.
Freak him out. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna need this. Let's go. We're level 70. Whee! Oh, wait, not yet. We're not going wee yet. Hien, whenever you want. Yep. Gain on 3. Hang in there, Hien. Oh! No, that's not that. God damn, I was distracted. Alright, pay attention to what buttons are what. You're playing on a controller. Yeah, this is the I have to be mindful. I can't play too much samurai on my main, or else I get confused about where buttons are. Clean that up, would you? All right, now we've got 3. Now we're gaining. Come on. Don't. Oh, guys. have been interesting if we can get you, Geary, to come with us. Yeah, my targeting's working well now. It was just some weird stuff that was going on with the Alphinaud. It must be the way that targeting works in those. Different muscle memories. Should be fine though. I'll just have to play more Monk. Monk's fun too. I already do a lot of Viper running around doing nothing. Viper and Reaper. Dragoon's also fun. I don't yearn for Dragoon as much as I used to. But I still enjoy playing it when I'm running around as one. Don't do it. Good. Stabbing things. What do I have aggro with? Desmond. Oh, that one. Dots seem to be fairly useful. Dots are always useful, dumbass. Is this the pillar boss? Yes. I love dragon matchmaker stories. That one, yeah, the Dragoon one was fine. Nope. Come on. Oh, I was like a step over. Damn it. Fine. Patcher didn't notice. Or someone else. Yeah. Uptime. Oh, Alisate goes right in for the melee combo. Sweet. Come on. Alright, we got this in the bag. No! I'm DPSing! Fine. Kill you with MP. Do you feel better now? Oh, he's dead, Jim. Psycho Pomp. I have not because I forgot about it because you mentioned it here. I'm gonna write it down. It came up in conversation while I was doing Night Rain, and that game takes about 95% of my brain. There's a few games that are hitting. I have a couple demos that I've downloaded. The hell is it? Hang on a minute. Hotel Barcelona, Phase 0, and Tormented Souls 2. Tormented Souls 2 is basically bought sight unseen, but they're gonna let me see it, so I'll buy it sight seen, I guess. I may do like a demo gauntlet. It's more Halligan crap. We'll let these Alligans in. Have PTSDs from these bastards from Eureka Orthos. Eureka Orthos almost single-handedly cured me of my desire to do deep dungeons. I'll be back into it one day. Oh, it died. You saw that? I almost got to the kick button. Then it died. I don't know if I would have hit it in time, though. That would have been down to the wire. Also, I don't know if you can kick those. Maybe it wouldn't have mattered. Da-da-da. Yes, the dungeon trash paradox. Boring trash is easy to do, but it's boring. Interesting trash becomes mechanics, and mechanics are frustrating for some reason. There it is. Halligan? Yeah, the aether here is unmistakable, says Ishtola. So Ishtola knows Halligan ether when she can sense it. Let me into the ominous hole of doom. Ominous hole of doom. Nah, they're not gonna let me in. Yeah. Get out of here, bigger Doblin. Wait, are these mechanics? No, it's just AoEs on the ground. Settle down. Oh, this is a maximum AoE though. Alright, let's say somebody's gonna get that charred goblin. Still more AoE. Get in there. That was the wrong order of buttons. It's fine. Nobody noticed. I alone will know my shame. Bomb. Nearly to the chasing across the room, boss. Hit somebody. Thank you. For me, a Royal Volunteer's earrings. Alright, here we go. Defective drone!
Let us be about it.
Let's give them a show.
Oh, just getting into it. Wait, what? Seen him yet? Where are they? Here we go. Kaboom! I'm so weird when he said it, stole it. Also, I know what I did wrong, but I'm just waiting for the cooldowns to come back around. There's no point in fixing it now. I really should be third eyeing that. It's fine. I trust the soul with my life. Oh, it's everything at once. Ah! Oh, I missed the second one. Ah, you could have had me. Yeah, they messed it up. Fine. Happens to the best of us.
I shall make it quick.
That was their moment to embarrass me on stream. Maybe it's sort of just the slap in the face thing. You know, you just slap somebody and wave and be like, could have done more, but I didn't. Maybe that'll bother you. Fine with it. Here we go. The slide. Nope, no slide. Are we not sliding anymore? Ah, whatever. Oh, we slid. Maybe they got rid of that because of the. Hang on. Oh, I got a Midari in my pocket. Get rid of this. Dabbing. Weird sometimes to be running into particle effects in this game because everything's snapshotted. Oh, that's everybody. You. Thank you. Oh, there's officially 3 of them. Oh, hang on. Yeah! Live on stream, I've done it! Alright, pack it in, guys. It's not gonna get better than that. Oh, we're back to gain on 3. Holding on to that. Yeah, we used to slide. There used to be sliding. I guess they got rid of it. Slightly sad. Oh. Ah, the first one hit me. Medic of the 7th Dawn. Now. The NPCs are timed. Almost there. Yeah. Come on. With the sword, please. What am I doing? Oh, I see what I did. Slightly too ahead of myself. Alrighty. Miss Dragon. True Griffin hides. Oh, time to make money. I think that stuff sells for like 100 gil. What a shame. Miss Dragon. Miss Dragon. Is such a good tank ability as a blue mage. Well, feels good to use. Technically, there are better ones for tanking. It's the lad. Oh, there's the slide. Thought we just... Oh, I would have sworn we'd done it more often. Alright. If I remember correctly, a lot of the mechanics of this have been dialed down so that the bots can do it. Oh, about to go away. Maybe not. Oh, this is crap. That's right. Man, it's at that time. Now you're going away. I'm not gonna get off in time. Just gonna hold on to it.
I shall make it quick.
No, not that. Why? Why did you target that? Fine. Oh, we may be dead. Oh, we're dead. Oh, how'd they not get hit by it? Cheeky. I guess that's how they got away. That's how they got around it. Fine. Why did you target? Why would you? Just gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go. We're fine.
I shall make it quick.
Yeah, right here. I had it right. Second guess myself. Useless. Trust your instincts. Oh, we get to do it again. Oh no, not yet. Oh, there she goes. What's to say? Where's the swoop? Ah. Is this a try to find it? It does not get affected by tank mimicry. It's only an ability that you can use when somebody's punching you in the face. So it's good for solo content too. But if you are running Blue Mate stuff, yeah, then you're probably only gonna need it as a tank. It also it's a nice little chunk of damage. You do sort of need to do it at a time where you have a window, though. Depending on what content you're doing, you may be getting your butt kicked. Yeah, dragons at Allegan Ruins are seldom a coincidence. Dragon was as much myth as it was flesh. Isn't that true, Yugiri? What are Yugiri doing? Oh! If it wasn't DPS, Yugiri would have been there, of course. I keep forgetting that they planned for this. Yeah, if you were tanking, it would have been. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Yugiri's here now.
Between contending with bloodthirsty beasts and sand in my every conceivable place, I'm quite ready to leave this wasteland. But first things first.
Really
Do you
does
see the crashed ship over yonder? Judging by its class, it must be the vessel that bore Master Alphinaud away.
Coyotes. Tell me, what do your
More
elf eyes
mayhem.
see?
It would seem they were involved in a struggle.
Sword of omens, give me sight beyond sight.
There may be clues. We should split up and search the area.
There's no sign of Alphinaud, nor of Maxima and his people.
These were no ordinary soldiers. Over here!
We all have a corpse, Yugiri, to find.
The insignia on this man's uniform identifies him as one of the Emperor's personal guard. Hand-picked soldiers, answering only to the royal family.
That would explain why all the casualties are Garlean. They were fighting their own.
You're saying the Emperor was behind all this? That
What about Blue Mage tanking? Yeah, I talked about that. We don't know that yet.
Aye, we must not jump to conclusions. Besides, Alphinaud is more than capable of looking after himself, is he not?
I suggest we return to Doma to consider our options. Whatever happened here, Master Alphinaud is long gone, and any subsequent search may safely be left in the hands of the shinobi.
Oh, at least they got it out of our system.
Where in the world are you, brother? If you die on me,
Where in the world is
I will
Carmen
never let
Sandiego?
you hear the end
I
of
have
it.
Psychopop written down. I'm gonna look into it later. Oh, Alice needs a moment. Present evidence, we have no reason to fear the worst, more than I cannot say. No closer to establishing Master Alphinaud's whereabouts, and much to consider. Ooh, samurai. Wow. That is a 1,000-yard stare. He's just thinking about everything right now. Sadly, uneventful journey. I almost found myself hoping for a sandstorm. Joking aside, I see our birds are due a good brush down and a treat or two, wouldn't you? Ooh. Big Stormer's on the shoulder. Always an important moment on stream. Had hoped to steal a moment's rest after our little outing, but it would seem duty calls. A foreign emissary arrived in my absence. Actually, I was wondering if you might join me. I cannot think of a guest who could fail to be impressed by the presence of the Scions. At least none I should be happy to receive. Of course, if you think it'll be useful. Remember. Sprinting's kind of in an awkward place. Right, you know what? I think I'm gonna do this. it? Yeah. I'm only ever using Hagakure after combat, so it could be in a slightly awkward spot, but I'm gonna want to hit sprint a little bit more often, I think. It's Hakuro. Oh, yeah, he's talking about being a general. It's a good, proud moment. Eh.
Lise, what brings you here?
Oh, Alliance business. We have a request for Doma. Well, Hian. But that can wait. They told me you were out searching for Alphinaud. Did you manage to pick up his trail?
It's like, oh yeah, right. We're friends with everybody in government now because we helped build them. Very convenient.
Well, if he wasn't at the crash site, he might still have escaped. We have to keep searching.
And we will. Alphinaud embarked on this journey as an emissary of Doma, and I hold myself responsible for his safe return. I will have our shinobi in the provinces search for him as a matter of urgency. Chin up, Alizé. You'll get to admonish your brother for his recklessness yet.
Well, someone has to do it. I'm sure he's going to be fine. There is one thing I'm not sure about, though. You said it was the Emperor's personal guard that attacked Alphinaud's airship. But the Popularis would never have been able to arrange the prisoner exchange without Varus's blessing. So why would he sabotage his own mission?
They may not have been acting on Varus's orders. The guard answer not only to him, but to his family. The Crown Prince included.
Yugiri once again, a step ahead of everybody.
When Yotsuyu summoned Tsukuyomi, Asahi was quick to proclaim that a Dorman citizen had violated the terms of our agreement, that the negotiations had failed. And it is this version of events that is now being repeated across Garlemald. To hear the tale, one would think the prisoner exchange never took place. Plainly, someone is manipulating matters from the shadows, most likely Zenos, or whoever it is that wears his face.
Whichever Ascian you mean. We all know the nature of our adversary.
Adversary?
The servants of chaos are true to their name. Their meddling has cost Doma a chance at peace. Whoever it was that loosed his personal guard, the Emperor cannot be ignorant of these developments. We must proceed on the assumption that our treaty is indeed in tatters. But come, Lise. You have journeyed far. Let me hear your petition.
Right. So the big news is that Alamigo has agreed to join the Eorzean Alliance. To make it official and discuss where we all go from here, the leaders of the 5 nations are planning to hold a meeting, and we were hoping you might come too. We've already seen what we can achieve when we work together, and the Alliance hopes to work even more closely in future. They think it's our best hope of keeping the Garleans in check, and I agree.
As do I. By coordinating our efforts in the east and west, we may be able to discourage them from committing their forces to a single front. I accept your invitation. I must, however, ask for time to attend to some pressing matters here. In light of recent events, the risk of Imperial reprisals is greater than ever, and I would not leave Doma unguarded. Ere I depart, I must shore up her defenses.
Understood. I'll let the Alliance know. We'll wait to hear from you before setting a date.
The meeting's to be held at the Royal Palace in Alamigo, incidentally. Do you remember the way?
Just got curious if something to play any trading card games. Not lately. I know Magic the Gathering came out with a Final Fantasy card set. There's some real gems in there. Yeah, but I haven't proper played card games in decades at this point. Good. Well, decade. It's not 20 years yet. Long enough.
Well enough. Please assure my hosts that I will not keep them waiting any longer than I have to.
Consider it done. And thank you for agreeing to come. If we all put our heads together, we're sure to find the best way forward. For everyone.
I do like card games conceptually. I kind of feel the internet's ruined them, but that may just be an excuse so that I don't let them consume my life. We're happy to cooperate with the Order Alliance. There are many things. Yuri Shimi's a task of searching his best left to her comrades. Yes. Yes. Advisors and I are presently convened to discuss the matter of Doma's defenses. You're welcome to stay, of course. Had you not offered, I would have requested leave to remain. Where the Asians are concerned, naught may be left to chance. As ever, we benefit from your experience. Thank you for coming. Even if it was on official business, I had hoped there might be time to show you the land you helped to save, but I'll settle for a fleeting visit if needs must. Or must needs. Never does seem to be enough time for anything, does there? But I did get to see a little of the Enclave. You made excellent progress, I must say. And soon you'll have a chance to see how we're getting on, too. Till the meeting, then. Oh, I gotta talk to Lise. In private. Oh, Ian's sending for Hakuro. Beautiful. Making me choose between the MSQ and Hakuro. How dare. Oh. Are y'all saying the same things? Yes. Ah. Got Midgar's armor. What's up, Lise? Thanks for coming. Knowing you, you've probably guessed what I wanted to talk about. Ali says she's acting as if everything's alright, but it's clear she's barely coping. The Alice I know is overbearing, willful, and reckless, and that's fine. It's how she deals with feeling weak. She has to keep moving or she's afraid she'll fall apart. A lot like me. The thing about people like us is that we need someone to keep an eye on us. I had Papa Limo, and now I have my friends in the Resistance. And Alice has you and the Scions. Before you start, I'm not saying you're neglecting her. I know you aren't, and I'm sure you won't. But she's a good friend, and when I see her like this, I can't help worrying. So please, make sure you give her all the support she needs, alright? Leave it to me, you've got nothing to worry about, seriously. It's yes or yes. Leave it to me, sure. Goes without saying, if there's anything I could do, you only need to ask. They're leaning into this. It's a little. Thinking about this now. So Alice, basically at the beginning of A Realm Reborn, she decides that all this politics nonsense is stupid and the Eorzeans are stupid, and she's going to go off and do her own thing because she can't stand around being around stupid people. But I'm guessing the assumption is, and this is reinforced by the fact that she saves us from the banquet, is that she was always keeping tabs. It's just that we never ran into her. whilst he was out doing Coils of Bahamut. So theoretically, Alisaie just didn't want to be in the room with everything else, but kept tabs on everybody and everything. And so Alisaie being worried in this situation is well, not irregular. I don't know how. I think. What are we gonna? I think we have to do Empire stuff first. Hang on a minute. We all had our suspicions from the start, but it's part of me was credulous enough to believe that the Empire's promises. Never again. The Imperial Court is a nest of vipers, and any piece that they offer is laced with poison. I'm trying to think where we're gonna stop. I don't think we're actually. Well, we did see Gaius, but we didn't run into him. There is definitely that scene where the two of you meet, and the Warrior of Light really wants to punch him in the face. I don't know if we're gonna even get that far. Dare say I can guess the subject of you're discussing with Lee. She too is never one for concealment. Fortunately for you, the individual in question seems none the wiser. I need to read that again. That was well done. Yeah, I think we're gonna go out to Azim Steppe after this. Yeah, because we have to turn on the anti-flying stuff field in the burn now that we're there. I don't know if that's now or later. Yeah, throw wide the gates is definitely coming along, but yeah, there's oh my god, there's a lot of cutscenes coming, guys. There's a lot of cutscenes. We're gonna be hitting a point where we're gonna be just watching. Yeah. All right. Anyway. Everyone's assembled. Chatty Cathy's.
If we are to ready ourselves for invasion, we shall need manpower, provisions, and time, all of which are in notably short supply.
Candid as ever, you giddy, and correct, I concede. Fortunately, I have an idea. 'Tis plain no single nation can stand against the might of the Empire. And it was only with the aid of others that Doma succeeded in winning her freedom. So, I mean to take a leaf out of our Eorzean friends' book and form an alliance of our own. In addition to those with whom we already share an understanding, I would reach out to Hingashi and Suinosato, and further afield to the myriad peoples of Nangsha and Dalmasca.
Nagsha?
I am under no illusion. Not all will answer the call. Yet disparate though we may be, we are united in our desire for freedom. If our neighbors could be made to see what is at stake, Asian machinations and all, cooperation need not be so far-fetched a notion.
It may even seem practical. Under the guidance of our former leader, Master Louis Soir, we once strove to unite the fractious city-states of Eorzea. I dare say that experience shall be of use in your endeavor.
We should be glad of your wisdom.
For the record, I would have been in favor of this plan even if it hadn't been my grandfather's, but I have to ask, how will we secure the time to carry it out? Not that anyone has forgotten, but the Garleans have airships. Lots and lots of airships. Should they catch wind of our plan, they could send an armada to overwhelm us before our alliance had even begun to take shape.
Not if we deny them access to the skies.
Here comes the generator. We might be able to get to Gaius.
During our time in the burn, the Warrior of Light and I chanced upon some Allagan ruins.
Oh?
As such ruins go, they were not particularly unusual. but something about the surrounding land struck me as odd. Faint though it was, its ethereal residue was uncannily similar to that of Azizlar. Identical, in fact.
Being casually called the Warrior of Light in conversation. I don't think I would ever get used to that.
To share a single etheric signature is all but impossible. I conclude, therefore, that the Allegans created the floating continent with land taken from the burn.
While that is a most intriguing theory, I fail to see what relevance it has to Doma's defense.
Azizlar was enclosed in a powerful energy barrier, impenetrable even to an Agrius-class battleship. It occurred to me that those ruins may have enjoyed similar protection. I have no proof, but the Warrior of Light did report seeing a structure resembling other known Allegan field generators.
I did? I did. Yes, nod. Agree. It's still us talking, just nod.
All right. But even if we could put up such an energy barrier, it surely wouldn't extend beyond the limits of the burn. So what's to stop the Garleans flying around it?
Fuel. The Dalmascan capital, Rabanasta, was a key imperial refueling point in the east. By laying waste to it as a lesson to the rest, the Empire greatly hindered its own operations in the region. If an imperial fleet were to advance upon Doma, it would now have little choice but to travel, as the crow flies, over the burn.
I see.
A word of caution. Even assuming the generator still functions, raising a barrier of such a scale will require a prodigious amount of energy. And few places are so bereft of suitable crystals as the burn.
A source of energy. Tell me, did the Allegans make a habit of launching things into the sky?
Curious question. Besides Azizlar, I know of only one other notable instance. The Red Moon Dalamud, whose fall triggered the calamity.
Just the 2 occasions, you say? Then I believe I may have a solution to our energy problem.
You do?
I may. To find out for sure, we would need to visit the Azim Steppe.
Must needs visit the Azim Steppe.
Which would, I now see, present the perfect opportunity to discuss an alliance with the Zayla tribes. How very neat. What say you then? Shall we see whither this road leads?
Bring your Khan. Or Han, apparently. It's definitely not Kagan. What do we got to say? Oh, had to let the guy nod before I could leave. Reigning Ruby Princess is more receptive to the outside world than her predecessor, it is true, but what we offer is an invitation to war. Though I'll plead our case, I fear we could expect little of Suino Sato. Ah, of course, that did come up. In the field of aetherology, the Azim Steppe remains unbroken ground. Having missed your last expedition through injury, I mean to seize this opportunity with both hands. Well, she was holed up in MSQ. Oh, it's the Azim Steppe. Alright, I'll journey the Azim Steppe with the Scions, Yugiri, and Hakuro. I leave our other neighbors to you. My apologies, but I won't be joining you. I'm no aetherologist, and what skills I do possess are unlikely to be of any great use to the mission, but more importantly, it seems to me that the ruins in the burn warrant attention. And so while you're away securing an energy source, I will engage our friends at Garland Ironworks to undertake a complete overhaul of the field generators. We'll need them in good working order if our plan is to succeed. I trust there are no objections. A real burn of Stormblood patch gun. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot. Have care in the ring. Klon Alley say, could you not get Tataru to do it? Asshole choice. I'm sure she'd love the burn. Joking aside, I was planning to enlist her help with organizing everything. But we'll still need a Scion on the ground. Don't worry, I'm sure you'll manage without me. Good luck. Wave. We gave that argument up immediately. Also interesting. The exclamation point covers your nameplate. That's how they did the layering of that. I think it's weird because then you do this. Hang on. Oh yeah, this is this is weird. This is weird. Suppose that way you'll never be able to miss it. Oh, it's messing with my head. La la la. To the step. God, all the exclamation. No, no, don't be distracted. You're not here to do side quests. Fine feeling to be back. Were it not for our mission, I would like nothing more than to lie in the grass and watch the clouds go by. Tales do not do it justice. I think the view is impressive here. Wait till we reach higher ground. Seeing as it's your first visit, permit me to show you my favorite spot.
I knew they would come after me.
I will never tire of this vista.
Their depraved
The endless
methods.
fields, the boundless skies. 'Tis a sight to make a man forget his cares.
Did you beat 5? Did you beat the 4 job? Unknown.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, there you
Discord
go.
changed my settings.
Oh, thanks, Discord.
I couldn't hear a single thing you were saying.
Oh, did you beat 4 job Fiesta?
No.
Ah.
There's still a lot of the game to go.
Okay. Yeah,
I got the final job, which was a bit rough because I don't know where I didn't know where to slot it because I get Geomancer.
Oh, interesting. So you have
So far, it's not pulling its weight, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, according to the rules, if you're gonna like opt in for 5th job, you have to take the 5th job no matter what it is.
Okay.
And you have to replace one that you've already got.
Can you rifle through the one that you replaced until you find a mixture that's comfortable? Or do you have to take that
Nope.
job and throw it in the fire?
You have to take that job and throw it in the fire, including every ability that you learn from it. You cannot borrow any ability from it.
Oh. Oh, that's an interesting
So-
caveat.
So I was sitting thinking for a good while, and I decided, you know what, I'm getting rid of Monk. I was debating between Monk and Summoner. Because Geomancer's is an odd spot. And I wasn't really keen on having 3 mages and 1 physical. But I decided on Geomancer. Because it can prove useful later. And Summoner's too useful for a lot of things because I could get access to Carbuncle and fuck shit up. So I decided on that.
Interesting.
But yeah, I beat World 2. X-Death is dead. Wink wink.
Yeah.
And we're done.
Nice. I gotta catch
So
up on
that's
the
where
VOD.
we're at.
Probably tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be continuing. I'll probably play for a little bit tomorrow. Probably not going to play as long as I played today because there's a lot of pre-setup for final boss, and then we're going to head towards final boss.
Will you be doing the
But-
setup on stream, or are you gonna just?
Yeah, I'm going to do the setup.
Okay.
I'm going to do everything on stream.
Okay.
So.
Okay. It's fun. Also, thank you everybody for coming along. We are playing
Yes.
the sequel to Final Fantasy V.
So I'm a big dumb goofball. My game plan today was, okay, I'm going to play the game today, and then I'll take Wednesday off and let Flame Dragon take the wheel, and then on the Thursday I'll stream the game again. Guess who did not realize today it was Wednesday?
Ah. That explains it.
I actually completely forgot. I'm just meant to let you stream on the Wednesday and just completely brain farted.
Well, it was fun to watch you stream. It's always fun to watch you stream. Again, all these freaking references. They just pulling out. I'm just like, what? What?
You know, when you watch the VOD, I know you left at one point, and I'm obviously it was to stream, but like when you watch the VOD, there was actually way more that I found. I'm like, holy shit, 14 takes way more from fucking 5 than I thought.
Absolutely so much stuff. And I mean that's the point of 14, but like 5 might be the well they pulled from the deepest out of all these games. Absolutely wild to see all this stuff. So it's like in a way I've already played 5 because I played 14. Anyway, we're going to Azim Steppe to. So I don't think I'll be able to get to seeing Gaius again, but I think we're going to get to the sickest burn in the history of mankind.
Oh boy, I'm glad I missed that one. Holy shit.
You do have good timing, because I think imminently we'll be talking to Magni. There she is.
But not his purpose, I trust. Might this be a fitting moment to tell us what we are doing here?
Of course. During my time with the mole, I learned some few myths of this land. One goes thus. In the distant past, when all seemed doomed, a wayfaring soul came unto the steppe. Venturing into the northern crag, he received of Nama a sliver of her essence, a shard of the shining moon, and with it clove the tainted land from the earth. The end thus averted, to these fields did the wayfaring soul return, and venturing once more into the northern crag, he buried the shard, and made unto the heavens an offering of blood.
A tainted land cloven from the earth, and an offering of blood to the heavens. Azizlar and Dalamud.
That was my thinking, yes.
And you believe that yonder mountains hide an artifact possessed of sufficient power to raise Azizlar up to the heavens? I suppose that might suffice.
Worth a closer look, would you say?
I would.
Ian's such a charmer. He never stops charming. He's just permanent charm. Alright. Here we travel to Mol Elo. There he asks Serena about the particulars of the myth and raise the matter of an alliance with the rulers of the steppe. Opening issue Chocobo to the next cutscene. Man, I might not even make it to. Well, we'll find out. We're here. I'm optimistic. I got 20 minutes, 15 minutes. 15 minutes? 15 minutes, yeah.
I mean, technically speaking, it's no raid night. You have how much time you want.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know what we're doing today.
I would assume more.
Probably more, yeah.
We'll see.
Tell me, do you notice anything different about the mole, how they carry themselves? That, my friend, is pride. I do believe that victory in the Nadam meant more to them than I realized. Amidst the radiance of your being, I sense a shadow. I pray it is but my imagination. Ominous. That is Serena. At least told me something of the woman, but I did not think that we would have ever the occasion to meet. Hello, local badass. Again, Viola, I am glad of your visiting, the opportunity to welcome a new friend. There's a matter I would discuss with the mole, and it concerns not only the people of the steppe, but of every land in the Far East. Oh, now we're gonna fade. We're gonna pan down. Oh no, we're done panning down. We put an end to it. Shard of the Shining Moon left behind by the Wayfaring Soul, and you need this to protect our lands. My friends and I wish to find the shard and ascertain the extent of its power. Would you tell me more of the crace where it lies buried? That is your wish. In the mountains to the north, there's a cavern called the House of the Crooked Coin. Inside this cavern are pillars of stone that legend hold to be the source of Nama's power. There, believe you will find what you seek. Alright, so if we return, our lands will be engulfed in the storm of conflict, whether we will or no. If we do not stand together, we will fall apart. This I believe with all my heart. However, among the tribes at the steppe, there are those who revere Nama above all else. To them, the pillars are sacred and not to be disturbed. Should you proceed as you propose, such tribes are likely to spurn an alliance, prompting others to follow their example. That is my concern. It is by no means certain that the pillars will provide the power you seek. Ere you risk the ire of followers of Nama, might you not first visit the House of the Crooked Coin? If all is as you hope, we may then consider how best to earn their blessing. Yes, yes, yes. War may reign over the steppe today. The decision will shape the days to come, and we would not force others into war against their will. Pretty sure you're not going to be hard-pressed to find people who don't want to go to war here. Besides the point. We're being polite. You're still saying that. Advise indeed. Da 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 da. We should determine if they're suitable for our purposes. Alright. These are times to put my skills to use. Let's go to the House of the Crooked Coin. That's me. Hello. Watch out for that first step. It's a doozy.
Such an abundance of ether.
Are we in luck?
We are. This is an elegant artifact, most likely built to regulate the flow of ether. I strongly suspect the ancients used it to stem the flow from here to the burn. That would explain how they were able to untether what became Azis La from its surroundings. But were we to throw open the floodgates, the resultant deluge would surely be sufficient to raise our wall. And in restoring the flow, we may also restore life to the wasteland.
What is it?
While the device itself harbors a surfeit of ether, the opposite is true of the surrounding area. An effect of regulation, perhaps. A similar phenomenon seemed to be occurring in Doma. Whatever the explanation, the answer will not reveal itself here. We have seen what we needed to see. Let us return to Mol Ilo.
Mol Ilo. Try to remember how that's said. And then we're never going to go back there. Stola just pulling all the plot threads at once. They're all mine. We're back. Found that which you seek, great indeed is the Dusk Mother's power. If not, less will suffice to protect our lands. A blessing of the other tribes must now be sought. To which tribe should we appeal? The many who worship Nama, but none so fervent in their faith as the Dotharl. Their consent shall be key. Oh. Upsetty. Dotharl, Lee spoke of them, a warlike tribe possessed of unique customs and belief. I sense their cooperation will not be easily won. We'll just fight. Nay, but it will be well worth the effort. The Dotharl feel nothing, death least of all, and our alliance would be greatly strengthened by their presence. Let us go to Dotharl Ka and treat with their Khatun Sadhu. Too many foreign words. You had me at Sadhu, though. Let's go. See me stand still while summoning? Still can't shake the habit. Thought I could have. Doesn't matter. As you say, could have teleported to the center of the map, but everything's faster if you teleport to the center of the map. It's just enjoying the flight right now. Yeah, I'm officially not gonna see Gaius again. It's fine. We may get our scene. Like I may hit the scene and just hard cut the stream like right after it's said.
Can you imagine just getting there, and then you get to the scene, and then Gaia's face like shows up for like a frame or two, and then you just cut the stream.
Just cut the stream
right at that moment. Like no goodbyes, no nothing. You just cut it out right there.
Fighter finest for battle. Sadhu is an astute leader. If we plead our case in earnest, I'm sure she can be persuaded. Great faith gives rise to great strength, for better or for worse. Whether it is the Dotharl holds sacred, would do well to accord it in all respect. Complete opposite of Gosetsu. I do sort of wish that there was some sort of point of origin that you could do with your character, and then you'd have little interactions just along, but you just come out on a boat, and where you were before that boat is never explained. You again. Other matters demand our time, Khan. Unless it's battle you seek. Alas, not. Quite the opposite, in fact. Fade up. Down to black. Are we fading down? Or do we not have time for that? Oh, we have a little time for this. We have time for the fade down. Talking. Always talking. You say the pillars hold great power? Of course they do. They are the source of Nama's strength. The Dotharl, no place is more sacred, and we will make ash of any who will defy it. Though I see that is not your wish. See the wisdom of proposition, then. You will join hands with us? I said nothing of joining hands. You wish to wield Nama's power to defend these lands, and this I will allow. But for leaving the steppe to fight the men in iron, I would have something in return. Namely? Namely battle with you. The Doma ended ere it began. I would face you again alone, without distractions. Defeat me, prove yourself the stronger, and you shall have the Dotharl as your allies. Surely these are agreeable terms. Well, that's wholly not wholly unexpected turn of events, so I'd assumed I would be the one required to fight. Alas, the Khatun has made her choice. We know the answer to this. Shall we dance? The battle, the steppe shall not soon forget. Strictly speaking, I'd rather not maybe the more asshole answer, but the Warrior of Light will never turn a fight down so long as I'm playing. Already my soul burns brighter. Prepare yourself and await me outside the car. Follow up. Why are you still here? Ah, God bless. Get out of here. Oh, there's a fate. All right, I think the timing on this is gonna be perfect. We're gonna have the fight, and then there's gonna be the cutscene after, and then done. I may be slightly late. What do you got? Try as I might, I fail to see the logic in this arrangement. I can but conclude there is none. Some zingers today. Now later, I would stride up to Gosetsu, wooden sword in hand, and challenge him. To his great credit, he never held back, and I had many a bump and bruise to show for it. Still thinking of his bro. His bro Setsu. Everybody needs a bro like bro Setsu. Well, maybe not everybody. Alright, alright. Sitting up.
Yes! This spot shall serve as well as any. I shall enjoy this Hahn.
Is this truly necessary? Have you no peaceable way of making decisions?
Speak not of peace. You stand before proud warriors of the Dathal. In the heat of battle do our souls burn brightest. We lay low the strong that we may rise higher. That is our way, the way of might. There is no other.
Oh, they do not want for conviction.
Indeed. It's what makes them such dangerous enemies. And such useful allies.
Top.
Enough talk! It is time to fight!
Top 5 characters. Oh, not this bar. This one. Whoops. This is going a little quickly. This is too fast. Something's got to be happening. There it is. There it is. Yeah, here we go. Oh, she threw my dot off.
In death do our souls sing!
Here. Oh, we're doing things today. I like it.
In death do our souls sing!
Ah. Hang on a minute, I gotta read this buff. Oh, hang on a minute. Immortal oh, hang on a minute. Oh, crap. Gotta deal with the ads. Still alive. Get out of here. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Shit. Oh, she's bringing them back. Yeah, let me just put her down. Oh, man. She's down to 1 now? Yes. Oh, she's invulnerable. Da 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 da.
In death do our souls sing!
Oh, crap. Nah, okay, that's what I wanted to do.
In death do our souls sing!
Ah, this is fun. Proper mechanics. And a Megari Setsugeka Finis. Beautiful. Ooh. Oh, now I gotta get her.
Why is she not in the main party? Like, she's fucking insane.
Dude. Too strong. Could balance her.
Potentially, yeah, that's probably what it is.
Oh, they put me. Fine. Ah, she's so good.
Yes! Yes! Not since the Nardum has my soul burned so! Come! We have only just begun.
Enough! You were not granted leave to set the steppe ablaze.
Well, well, the sun has come out to play.
Be gone, Moonstruck Oranir! I am busy!
These two bickering.
Fool of a Dothal! Have you forgotten the face of your master already? The sun will never set! From his seat on high, he reigns over all, now and forever.
Stola's so done.
Yet what should he find here but a battle to determine the fate of the steppe? A battle waged without his blessing. This will not stand. You, Doman! You who come to petition the warriors of this land, forget that all Nama's children are wards of the Oranir. As first among my brothers, your petition is mine alone to judge.
These words are as wind from a horse's backside. Plentiful, but your axe sings more sweetly. Let her speak for you.
Ah.
Insolent child. You will learn your place.
Forgive me, Brother Magnai, but we have an arrangement with the Dothal. We will not abide any interruptions.
So be it. The sun will pass judgment on all. Didakul, join me.
Stola's just like, fine.
The sun is in good company. We may dance alone.
Beg not for mercy, for you will have none. Bear witness to the power and the glory of Azim!
Constantly at each other's throats like rabid dogs. Gods, I'm turning into her. I have not the patience for this. But if we must fight, let us at least be brief. Come.
Stola turning into Montoya over time is also one of my favorite things in this entire game. Okay, I'm definitely gonna be late for raid night. Sorry, guys.
Oh, I forgot they make you actually play as your Stola here.
This patch, or the Alphinaud is the first time that they did this. Oh, fine. Focus on Magni.
Kill or die!
Man. When am I gonna cast Stone 4 of the 7th Dawn if you keep doing AoEs? Oh, that's just mana.
Bow down before me!
Oh, this one. Thank you. There it is. Oh, you just need to kill one. Never mind. There it is.
Kill or die!
Ah.
Mark well and learn! Concentrate!
Oh.
Kill or die!
Oh, they let me get it off. How nice of them.
Bow down before me! Mark well and learn!
Oh, we got him. Alright, we got this in the bag.
Kill or die! Bow down before me!
Again. That was a lot. Okay, now we're just dealing with him.
Before the sun!
Alright, yeah, this is in raids. Up to him.
Let us be about it!
Bonk! Oh no, he's home ganged us both. Boom!
Aether, to me.
I did not push the button for this. She could have done it at any time. It'd be like that.
How about you?
Got him. All right, boys, it's time for the line.
Never have I felt such bliss in defeat. 'Twas a battle to burn soul and flesh to ash. We Dothal will lend you our strength as promised. Narma's power is yours to wield. What does the sun say to that?
The sun is not driven by base motives such as yours. But they have been judged and found worthy. It is the way of the Oranir to accord recognition and respect to the strong. You have made sufficient proof of your strength. The sun shall answer your call.
Man, why can't we have patch content like this anymore?
You have our thanks.
Because a lot of the writers are gone.
Sad. But true.
You? By what are you called?
Y'shtola, why?
Are you my Nama?
I beg your pardon?
In battle, you shone with all the majesty of the full moon's light. Your healing touch, the embodiment of the Dusk Mother's love. Long had I wondered if my Nama might not be a woman of the steppe. Beholding you, I am all but certain. Now, look into my eyes. Could it be? Could you be?
I am. Not interested, little son. Try again when you've become a man.
Little?
Little son! Little son! Does it pain you, little son? Crave you salve to soothe the ache? Fire to sear the wound in your heart?
We have wasted enough time here. Siren awaits for word of our success.
All right, that's it, boys. Pack it in. We're done. We're done here. We're done. We're done. There's no topping that. All right, everybody. God. Oh, this is good moment, good sequence after good sequence. Oh my God. The Azim Steppe, faultless. There's a poop quest in here. Okay, it's not 100%. It is mid-90s in terms of reaching perfection. God. All right. Okay. I am planning to stream Saturday. I've been planning to stream Saturday for weeks now. Well, I look forward to what ill omen will befall me for having the audacity of wanting to spend my own weekend. We'll find out together. But if I'm not stricken by a meteor or something, we will be doing things Saturday, and then more of this on Wednesdays. But yes, thanks everybody for hanging out, and I will see you later.